All right, guys. What's up with y'all, man? Swamp Daddy, I'm back. I just wanted to do a quick little review on a couple of these little hand pieces I have, and not really a big review or anything like that. I just want to kind of talk about them as far as how I like them and my own opinion, in my own opinion, how I feel about these particular handguns. We're gonna start with the only one that's a Springfield. We'll start with the Springfield XD45. I plan on buying a Springfield XD9 soon, so we'll be talking about that one soon. I also have a Rock Island 1911 that I'll be picking up in about a week or so. Is it a week? Yeah, it's about a week or so, whatever. It's about 9 days from now. So I'll be going to get that thing, and then we'll take it to the range and we'll go see what we can do with that, and then I'll figure out how much I like that. But these three, I'm pretty attached to. I like them all. Obviously, I like guns, but anyways, these three in particular, I happen to really take a liking to. This is an XD45 made by Springfield. This is a Glock 30 SF. Beautiful gun. This is a Glock 23, and I'm a wild man, so I give names to my guns that I really take a liking to. So the Glock 30 SF, I call her Irene, and me and Irene have a good thing going on. And my Glock 23, this is Becky with the good hair, and my XD45, she doesn't have a name yet, but we've been thinking about it. I've been thinking of naming her Cynthia, but I don't know if I'm gonna name her Cynthia or not. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about these guns. So, anyways, everything's clear. There's nothing in anything. You can see that. See that? Check it out. You can see they're all clear. No magazines. You know what I mean? I've done a couple of upgrades to this bad boy. Glock 23 is one of my favorite guns, so I put an O-light on here. You know, mind you, I know there's other lights that I could use, but we are on a budget around here, so we don't really have that much money to just be throwing around. But I was able to grab this Vortex Venom red dot, throw that on there. So this is a pretty nice little setup here for home defense. You know, it's a little tactical setup. One of my favorite guns, real easy to handle. Obviously bigger than the 9mm. It does this thing quite fucking accurate. The accuracy that I have with this Glock 23, which is the compact 40 cal, is pretty exponential. I like it. I like what I can do with this gun. I love how it operates and all that. Now, when we're getting towards bigger bores, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this Glock 30 SF. The Glock 30 SF is pretty cool. It's a nice gun. I bought it. I bought it in where did I buy this from? Cordelia. I bought this in Cordelia. It's also clear. Everything's clear. There's nothing in anything. You guys can see that. You know, we operate safe around here. But the Glock 30 SF, this is a bigger bore, really nice gun, and yeah, it's a lot of good bang for your buck. It was a little bit more expensive. The Glock 23, I think I paid right over $500, I believe. Just a little over $500. This one I paid about $700 for, but it did come with better sights on it. These are not stock Glock sights, and that was because these guns were actually purchased by a police department, and then they brought back the whole shipment of guns because they switched to something else. I don't know why or what was going on with that, but that's just what I was told by the person that was selling the gun at the place. Anyways, these 45s bang hard. You can get pretty good accuracy with them. There's not a lot of mods that you can do to a Glock 30 SF. I mean, it does have a little Picatinny reel here, so you can install a light or a laser or whatever if you wanted to, but there's not too many aftermarket things that you can do besides change your iron sights here. You know, you can change these out. I mean, I guess you could probably put a red dot on it or something like that, but there's not a lot of other mods that you can really do to this thing. I've looked it up, I checked. You know, there's not a whole lot that you can do. There's a lot that I can do, and I'm not complete or done with what I'm doing with this Glock 23. With this Glock 23, I'm gonna actually swap out this trigger, and I'm gonna put a pyramid trigger in here. I'm gonna put the anodized, pins in there. I'm gonna swap out the, the slide lock and, the trigger release or the mag release. I'm gonna swap that out. I'll probably swap out the plate on the back and all that kind of thing. I will be doing all of that at one point with this gun, just because the Glock 23 is just my favorite gun, so that's why I'm gonna do all that. Anyways, moving forward, like I said, the Glock 30 SF is probably one of my favorite guns, probably one of my favorite Glocks. I only own a couple of Glocks, probably like 3, but these 2 are my favorite by far, for sure. I got to get a 10 millimeter and put that in my repertoire as well. I want to have a Glock 20 SF, and I want that because I want to take it pig hunting. I want to elongate the barrel and get a longer barrel and put that in there and start smacking some pigs with that. We hunt around here. We hunt, we fish. That's what we do. Ain't that right, Tim? So this is Swamp Daddy Jr. right here, just in case. Y'all go ahead and get a face and put a face on him. That's my son. That's my junior. He gonna be out here doing the same type of thing. This dude's a shooter too. He loves guns. He just he doesn't handle my my handguns as much, But you will see videos of them when I take them, because there are some kid-friendly ranges that we go to. When we go to those ranges, I do let them bang, and you will see videos of it. Moving forward, let's talk about the XD45. I just want to show you guys this one. This is a really nice gun as well. Really nice. As you see, as I showed you guys with the other ones, they're all clear. We don't mess around right here. Everything's clear. But this is a badass gun. I saw police officers, because I know a lot of police officers. I know a lot of guys in service right now that some of them used to carry this. And so I used to always see this gun, and I'd be like, well, wow, maybe I'll check that out, because where I come from, Glock is like the thing, everybody knows about a Glock, Glock, oh wow, Glocks. But I was seeing officers, and then people in my family are military as well, but I would see them with the XD, and I'd be like, well, shit, that's a nice, that's a nice looking gun right there. Let me see what's up with that sidearm. Let me check that out. So went and did a little research. The first XD that I was actually going to purchase was an XD40. I went in to go get it. I was getting ready to grab it, and they didn't have the regular XD40. They had one that had all these slots cut into the slide. And I was like, oh, I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I left it. Just didn't buy it. Didn't make the purchase. I walked away from it. And then years later, I came across this one. This is probably the newest handgun that I have here. That's why this baby looks unscratched, unscathed. I mean, I've only fired it like maybe 2 or 3 times. I've put quite a few rounds to it, trust that. But it hasn't really been outside. So yeah, I think we're gonna name her Cynthia. We'll name her today on this video. This is Cynthia, all right? This is Cynthia. Everybody knows that. Keep that in mind, Tim. This is Cynthia. So we're naming her today. Anyways, let's talk about the accuracy and the difference between this firearm and the Glock 30 SF. The Glock 30 SF is a great gun. Don't ever get that twisted, right? Don't think it's not. And what I'm gonna say today is all preference, right? I fire both of these weapons quite often. I'm quite accurate. Let's just say I don't miss, okay? Yeah, this is the wrong house to come into. Anyways, with the Glock, I can group quite close. Quite close. However, I believe, because of my shooting abilities and my comfortability with the way I do things and how I do it when I'm firing these weapons, I believe that it could be the shortness of the handle, the grip there, the lower. I believe that it may be the shortness of it and the stubbiness of the gun that doesn't let me do what I really am capable of doing. However, when I'm using this XD45, has a way big old damn lower on it. The grip is huge right? And at first I didn't like that. That was like a turn off point for me. At first I was like, what's that? I was like, why is that like that? Like, that's ridiculous. Got into the range. Boom, boom, boom. My groups were ridiculously closer. Way closer than they were with the Glock 30 SF. So, and then another thing is, the comfortability between the two is a whole lot different. I'm gonna be honest as hell. When it comes down to it, I'm not gonna say that the XD is a better gun, because this thing is made in where are these made at? These are made in Croatia, right? This is made in Austria. This one's made in Austria. I do have one that's made in the U.S. One of my Glocks is made in the U.S. But however, I really don't give a damn where the gun is made. Really. I mean, shit, the 1911 that I'm buying and I'm picking up from, Rock Island, but it's made in the Philippines. It doesn't matter where they're made. It matters if they're made properly. So anyways, with that being said, let me tell you this about the XD. The XD is one of my favorite guns off top because of the way I'm able to accurately group, and I mean time after time. I can easily double tap, pop, pop, and be within an inch. Easily. With a 45 though. This is not a 9mm. This is a 45. You see that? That's a big barrel, baby. This is a big bore gun. With a 45, I can be within an inch? That's pretty damn good. I can't exactly get that close with the Glock 30 SF. With the Glock 30 SF, I'm probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches with the double tap. I don't know if it's because of the difference in recoil, which it shouldn't be that big of a difference, being that they're shooting the same ammo. But that's just how it is. I believe that it's the make of the gun is what I'm trying to say. However, as far as durability goes, we all know that Glock off top is one of the best. You could throw this thing in ice, you could drop it in dirt, snow, fire it underwater for almost ever. I mean, probably one of the best made guns. So anyways, I just wanted to go over that and talk about that. These are all pretty much home defense weapons or sidearms when I go out and go hunting or whatever. This one's obviously home defense, the Glock 23. That's set up for home defense, and that's why she's gonna be the pretty one, because I'm gonna use it only for home defense, and when I go out to the range and go hang out with the guys and do our thing, probably will never take that thing hunting at all. These other two, they're gonna be out there hitting the turf with me and getting dirty and grimy, and then we'll see what's going on with that. As far as rounds go, I don't really want to talk too much about ammo right now. We'll save that for another video, but because I do have all of these at home for home defense purposes, everything has hollows in it, because you don't want this shit running through your fucking walls and tapping up your neighbors and all that stuff if somebody was to come in and you had to defend yourself. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and I'm not saying XD over Glock. I'm not saying Glock over XD. I'm just saying I can get a lot better grouping with the XD, that's for sure, over the Glock 30 SF. Now, there are other Glocks that bang 45 ACP ammo, and who knows, I may be able to get with one of those and be doing something completely different. It's just that this gun in particular, my groups, with the double tap is about 1.5 to 2 inches, which is still damn good, but I can get a lot closer with the XD, and so that's just how I feel on it. Although I'm a Glock guy, and I'm just gonna let you guys know, doesn't matter what you say, what gun you show me, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna pick a Glock over that. How about that shit? Swamp Daddy. Until next time, baby. Say goodbye, Tim.
Bye.